Joe, at this stage of the season, when in theory on paper Cheltenham haven't got that much to play for, having opponents like this must be really good just to sort of keep you focused.
I mean, I think so, yeah. We don't really need, as players, you're always going to want to put on the best show you can, regardless of the opposition and regardless of the stage of the season. But maybe if there's a few that need that motivation, then Coventry will be that, because it's a massive club in this league. They've got a lot to play for. The playoffs obviously lost on Tuesday night, so they'll come with big motivation that they'll need to win. So maybe that will help us. But like I said, at this stage of the season, it doesn't make a difference, because you want to win every game you play.
And whenever you'd played them across the season, it was always going to be an exciting game, wasn't it?
Exactly, and we've had 2 games. Obviously, the Forest Green game, which didn't go to plan, and that was our last home game. So we need to send the fans home happy this summer, with a bit of optimism for next season, I think, and hopefully, if we get a result against a team and a club like Coventry, then that will do that.
Yeah, I suppose in football, just the professionalism in everyone means that they quite like to be party poopers and just sort of, walk away with their heads held high, their pride intact for themselves.
Exactly, and that's part of professional footballers. I think professional footballers, they're a different breed of people. I think within us, we've got that sort of pride that you never want to get beat. And like I said, especially against a team like Coventry, you almost want to up your game a bit if you can find those extra few percentages. That will mean that, like I said, we come away with a decent performance at the very least.
And you mentioned it's the last home game of the season, therefore it could be your last game as a Cheltenham player at Wharton Road, so personal motivation, I imagine, to go out on a high.
Exactly, I mean, the fans have been brilliant with me, like as everyone at the club has, so that last performance, hopefully I can make it a good one, and in the future, who knows, but like I said, I've loved this year. It's been a brilliant learning experience for me. Everyone at the club's been fantastic, and obviously I'd like to thank them for that.
Yeah, I mean, we're only saying it might be because the gaffer, has said he'd like to have you back, and presumably you'd be sort of welcome to talks about that.
Yeah, who knows? It's a question I've been asked a fair few times already, so it's the same answer really. I don't know. It's out of my control at the minute. If you'd have told me this time last year I would have come to Cheltenham and played 40 games in League Two, then I would have snapped your hand off. So it's a difficult one to answer really. I'll go back to Bristol City in pre-season, and obviously I'm an ambitious person. I feel I have to be ambitious, and obviously my ambition is to play for Bristol City. If that doesn't happen, then obviously I'll be open to anything, and if I end up at Cheltenham, then I'll be really happy with that, because it's been brilliant for me.
And how much have you just got to sort of trust, A, in your ability, but then B, the people who do make those decisions or sort of make offers, etc., that actually they'll look after your best interests as long as you're delivering? Yeah,
I mean, obviously it's down to the gaffer at Bristol City. At the end of the day, he's my boss, and that comes with making decisions. So he's the one who's got my best interests at heart, because at the end of the day, I'm a Bristol City player. I've got a good team around me who will make decisions for me, but at the end of the day, I've got to want to do it. And if it comes up that I'll end up back at Cheltenham, or Cheltenham are interested in me, then obviously having a good season here this year has helped with my decision making next year. But like I said, I want to be ambitious and try and play at the highest level I can. But like I said, if I end up at Cheltenham, then I'll be very happy with that also.
And I imagine looking in between, you probably don't get much of a break, do you? Because I'd imagine Wales' age group as well, they're going to want to get you in for it.
Yeah, we've got a game in Georgia, I think end of May, early June, which is always good, I'm a Wales under-21 player, and I want to get as many caps as I can, like I have this year, as many games as I can, so I'll still find time to get on the beach and put my feet up, don't worry about that. But also we have a game which will give, hopefully, a bit of extra sharpness when I come back in pre-season, that I've already had a game in the summer.
I suppose you've just got to look at it that positive way, that you're going to be pretty much staying fit throughout.
Yeah, exactly, and in my summer I wouldn't be doing much, when I'm not on holiday I'm not doing much anyway, so a new experience for me, and an away game with my country is always an honour, so I've got that to look forward to.
Thank you, good luck.
No worries.